everybody. Season 34 of Dancing with the Stars is just a few months away. We've already revealed the first cast member, Robert Irwin, and now we are about to reveal the next celebrity joining him in the ballroom. She's a social media superstar. Please welcome Alix Earle. Come on out, Alix.
All right, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive that takes us right from your social feeds, your For You page maybe, straight onto the ballroom floor. Because, you know, if you thought the next season of Dancing with the Stars was just going to be the usual suspects, well, maybe think again.
Definitely seems that way.
We just got the news. Alix Earle is officially confirmed for season 34. And, well, let's just say the internet is kind of buzzing about it.
Oh, absolutely. It's a really interesting casting choice. Feels quite strategic, tapping into this very modern type of celebrity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anyone maybe not glued to TikTok 24/7, Alix Earle is, well, she's a huge deal online.
Huge.
We're talking, what, over 7 million followers on TikTok?
Right.
Another 4 million on Instagram. It's massive.
It really is.
And she really blew up initially with those Get Ready With Me videos. Remember those?
Oh, yeah, very much so. That format created such a sense of, like, personal connection.
Totally. Like you were just hanging out, and then she expanded on that with her Hot Mess podcast last year.
Right, which originally started with Alex Cooper's Unwell network. They've gone their separate ways since then, but still.
Interesting history there.
Yeah, and that move into podcasting, into longer content, that's significant too. It suggests she's building something more sustained with her audience than just those quick viral hits.
Good point. And it's not only about the follower count, is it? She's landed on lists like Forbes Top Creators, the Fashion 50.
Right, which really shows her influence goes beyond just, you know, likes and views.
Yeah, she's actually impacting like broader culture, even business discussions.
Those kinds of recognitions really highlight that. It's mainstream validation moving beyond just online fame into, well, more established arenas.
So, okay, we have this massive online personality, someone known for being maybe a bit unfiltered.
A hot mess brand, yeah.
Stepping into this really structured, high-pressure competition, a totally different spotlight. So this deep dive, it's more than just who got cast.
Oh, for sure.
It's about what this means for a show like Dancing with the Stars, especially considering they apparently had a pretty great season last time around.
Which is important context.
And we should also mention she's actually the second name announced. Wildlife conservationist Robert Irwin was first out of the gate.
That's right. So we're already seeing potentially a really interesting mix of people, different fan bases coming together.
Okay, let's dig into Alix Earle's impact a bit more. You called her a leading social media personality. That almost sounds like a new category of celebrity.
It kind of is, isn't it?
What's the secret sauce there? Like, what specifically about her online stuff built that huge, engaged audience?
Well, I think a lot of it goes back to those Get Ready With Me videos we mentioned. That format, it just fosters this feeling of intimacy and, like, perceived authenticity.
Right. Less polished, maybe?
Exactly. Sharing routines, sometimes unfiltered thoughts. It made people feel like they were genuinely part of her world. That creates a really strong, direct connection. And that kind of relatability, you know, it's gold for building loyalty online.
So her followers feel like they're almost like friends or in the loop.
Or something like that, yeah.
And the Hot Mez podcast, you think that deepened it, giving more time for, you know, conversation.
I think so. It offered a space for, well, more depth, a more sustained kind of dialogue compared to short videos. It definitely reinforced that community feeling.
Right.
And then getting on those Forbes lists, that just adds another layer. It shows that traditional media and business folks are recognizing her influence too.
Okay, got it. So huge digital footprint. Now let's pivot to Dancing with the Stars. Season 34 coming this fall. It's going to be on ABC and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And streaming next day on Hulu.
Yeah, they're really covering all the bases there, accessibility-wise.
That multi-platform approach feels pretty essential now, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You have to meet viewers where they are. It maximizes the potential audience across all the different ways people watch stuff today.
And familiar faces are coming back too. Alfonso Ribeiro, Julianne Hough co-hosting again. And the judges, Carrie Ann Inaba, Bruno Tonioli, Derek Hugh. That consistency probably helps returning viewers feel comfortable.
For sure. That stable core, the familiar structure, it provides a good foundation, especially when they're bringing in new types of personalities who might attract, you know, different viewers.
Which brings us to season 33's success, because apparently it did really well. The finale I read got the best ratings in 3 years.
That's what the numbers suggest.
Nearly 8 million viewers, and a 1.55 rating with adults 18-49.
That sounds pretty good for network TV these days.
It's very strong, especially that 1.55 rating in the key demo.
What does that 1.55 actually, tell us? Why is that specific number important?
Well, the 18-49 demographic, that's the sweet spot for advertisers.
Right.
So a 1.55 rating means the show is really connecting with that commercially valuable audience. It suggests good health, strong viewership compared to a lot of other shows, and likely means more ad revenue.
Okay, so it's not just total viewers, it's the right viewers for the business side.
And apparently the voting was through the roof all season. They broke records, ending with 32 million votes in the finale alone.
Wow. Yeah, that's massive engagement. That really shows the audience isn't just passively watching, they're actively invested, participating. That's huge for a show like this.
Seriously invested. Okay, so let's circle back to Robert Irwin, first one announced. Julianne Hough apparently had some thoughts on his casting. She mentioned his sister Bindi, obviously.
Right, and Bindi was incredibly popular, won her season. So the producers are likely hoping to capture some of that same Irwin family magic, that positive feeling people have.
Yeah. Julianne mentioned the family's love and authenticity. That definitely came across with
It
Bindi.
really did.
But then she also said something interesting about Robert maybe being in a bit of a rebrand.
Oh.
Yeah, described him as charming, youthful, and, her words, kind of sexy. And she thought DWTS was a perfect stage for this, new chapter for him.
Interesting. A rebrand.
What do you think she meant by that? And why would Dancing with the Stars be the place for it?
Well, it could suggest maybe an effort to broaden his public image a bit, beyond just the amazing wildlife work. Showcasing more of his personality, his charm, maybe appealing to a wider audience that way.
Okay.
And Dancing with the Stars, it's actually a great platform for that. It lets celebrities show different sides of themselves. You see them learn, struggle, persevere. It's personal. That whole journey can really reveal new facets of someone's personality. It can humanize them, maybe attract new fans.
Makes sense. You see them out of their usual context.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got a show on an upswing after season 33. We've got a beloved figure like Robert Irwin. And now this social media titan, Alix Earle. What are the main, strategic plays here in casting her?
Well, the biggest one, I think, is pretty obvious. Attracting a younger audience. Bringing in viewers who live primarily online, maybe don't watch traditional TV as much.
Her followers.
Exactly. Earle's audience is enormous and incredibly engaged. That's a massive pool of potential new viewers for the show right there.
It feels like building a bridge, doesn't it? Between TikTok and ABC Disney Plus Resar.
That's a good way to put it.
And you've got to assume the cross-promotion potential is huge. She'll be talking about it to her millions. The show will leverage her platforms. Seems like a win-win.
Oh, absolutely. That synergy is key. It's like having a built-in marketing engine with a direct line to that demographic everyone wants. It could significantly boost viewership and just general buzz around the show.
I am really curious, though, about how her whole hot mess thing, being relatable, maybe a bit chaotic, unfiltered, how does that fit into the superstructured, demanding world of ballroom dancing? It's a different kind of pressure.
It is. And that contrast, that's often where the interesting stories come from on these shows.
True.
People who love her online persona will be fascinated to see how she handles the discipline, the competition, the vulnerability of learning something new in front of millions.
Yeah, that vulnerability is key.
It really is. Will her online authenticity translate? Will it clash with the demands? There's always a chance of a disconnect, but honestly, that often leads to the most human, relatable moments for viewers.
Yeah, that could definitely create those aha moments, right? For people who only know her from 60-second clips, seeing her dedicate herself to this, maybe struggle, maybe succeed, it could totally change their perception.
Exactly. It has the potential to show different sides, dedication, resilience, maybe even some surprising talent. It could make her image feel, more well-rounded.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've got Alix Earle, this major social media force, joining Dancing with the Stars right when the show seems to be hitting a new stride.
Riding that wave from season 33.
Yeah. She brings this huge built-in audience, could be a massive boost. And putting her alongside someone like Robert Irwin suggests they're really going for a dynamic, maybe unexpected mix this season.
It really seems like it. They're deliberately blending that traditional celebrity appeal with this massive reach of digital-first stars. It feels like a conscious effort to potentially reshape who watches the show.
It really does make you think, doesn't it? About how much power these social media creators have now, and how it's changing traditional TV, like reality shows.
The lines are definitely blurring.
What does this whole trend mean for, like, the future of celebrity itself and how audiences connect? And specifically for Dancing with the Stars, with Alix Earle's built-in engagement machine. Could this push the show to even bigger numbers, more viral moments?
It's certainly possible. The potential is there.
Definitely sounds like a season to keep an eye on. Lots to think about there.